so good. It's unbearable, guys. The power of manifestation compels us. So, I got an idea, guys, to get a bit of feedback going throughout from you guys to me and from me to you guys. I think a cool thing that we could do is if you have a boom player hand history, specifically boom player because I can't be bothered with other hand histories right now, that you would like me to go over, because I've had so many messages, people being like, can you tell me about this hand, what should I do in this spot, being arguing with my friends about this. If you have that, leave it in the comments and I'll go through and I'll find the ones that I think if I speak through them and talk through the strategy that they'll be the most informative, and then I'll make a video about them and I'll give you a shout out along the way. So that's gonna happen in this video, guys. We hit so many sets. And something I don't, again, I'm gonna hammer home. I don't want you just to think, it's so cool if we hit sets. That's really fun. Or I wish I hit that many sets. Think, okay, when I do hit a big hand, what am I going to do with it? How do I play it? And why do I play it? Think about all the factors that could be going through my mind when I'm doing that. Try and spot how I play different sets in different positions against different people and in different situations. And if you start thinking through all the variables like that, guys, you're on the right path. There are a couple of cool side things that are in this video. A little rant about something that happened to me in the Bellagio casino when I thought that there was a gunman in the room. There actually was a gunman in the room, and a little fuck GTO rant in there just for the old time's sake, So I hope you guys enjoy this. It's going to be a good one as always. Please like the video. Hey, if you're doing the boom player thing, make sure you like the video. I'll come and check, because you can check people's liked videos. I'm on to you guys. I'm on to you. Peace out, guys. OBS, do your thing. Show me. Where are you? Have jacks. Never. 9-11. Why is everyone 9-11ing? We like snap calling here, repping the ace king. We like checking back, hoping for a good river. That's a good river. Now we're going to do what he might expect ace king to do. Tank, tank, tank. Realize we might not be ahead. We're like, shit, imagine you got ace king here. You're like, shit, I'm not ahead. What do I do? What can I rep? Oh, check out turn. Fuck it. He can't call this. Alright, so we're going to go over this hand. I'll let you guys rewatch it quickly. I shouldn't. I said ace jack just as I called. I shouldn't have done that. Why do you think I called the turn? I will speak as I go get some food and charge my mouse for just a bit. It won't take too long. I've already got some food prepared. So, when he 3-bets pre-flop, he goes pretty small size. We're always calling. What range are we going to put him on, ladies and gentlemen? We are going to put him on aces, kings, queens, jacks, tens maybe. Maybe ace queen and definitely ace king. So, what do we expect those hands to do on the flop? We expect all of them to bet. Every single one of them. He bets a real big size. Suddenly, I don't think it's even like tens. So we're like, cool. We'll see what happens. On the turn, there was like $1.60 in the middle. He decides to bet $1. Let's think what would be going through his mind if he's got aces. He's bet big. We're cool. We can have a queen, we can have a flush draw, we can have a pair. Would aces now be confident enough to bet against those hands? When he's scared of a flush, fish definitely get scared of flushes. Scared of a queen, they get scared of trips sometimes. Would he be so confident with his overpair? I don't think so. So, we give the old call. What kind of hands might decide to keep betting? Well, he might decide to keep bluffing because people just bluff out anything. Or bluff, 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 bluff. I thought it was going to be ace-king with the club. Which is why I was so excited about checking the river. And when he snap checked back, I was like, fuck. He just got us with aces. Got us, man. With the King Jack Ace Jack thing, I know the person that I'm playing against. I coach him a bit, and I know his style. And I knew he was going to be bluff heavy on the flop. On the turn, I thought there was a good chance he was either having a good draw or a value hand. On the river, I thought his boats would bet a lot bigger to try and get value from our aces and stuff. Then, just as I called, I remembered Ace Jack. It's a nice hand by him, I would say, guys. Try not to fall for it. Bridge the gap between you and your... We love flopping sets on the stream. We're so good at sets. Hashtag good at sets. Hashtag manifestation. Hashtag. I don't usually use hashtags. This is weird. But... a lot of good shit going on. Hey guys, figure out if we would fold or call a shove. Fold 2 or call a shove. I'm not bluffing on the ace, sometimes I have it. No sniper. So we're balancing the speech play now. I don't think he can snipe us, guys. Nine, is it good? Nope. Balancing the line, because I tend to lie a bit in the chat. No snipey. Damn it, he believed us. He hasn't been watching the chat enough. I usually lie in those spots. I think it may actually be someone that like knows the stream. I don't know if it's an actual station or not. I actually think I remember seeing someone post the hand that he played on Facebook being like, oh, got Charlie or something like that. So that may not be a station. I'll keep that in mind. It's nice seeing some familiar faces. Faces. What's in the water? Shungite. Crystals. Even if you don't believe in healing crystals, you've got to believe in Shungite. They have won a Nobel Prize. They must be so proud of themselves. What happened? Just joined, by the way. Was the highest stakes cash you played online? 25.50. I think I sat in for some 50, 100 a couple of times. I was semi-regular at 25.50. The regs weren't battling me because they respect my game for a while, and then I stopped playing because I realized that online cash games are not the ones for me. Guys, we go broke, we go broke. he has a 7, he's got a 7. If he's got aces, he's got aces. We're not folding these 9s against the 3-bet on the flop because people tend not to have it when the 3-bet. We're gonna do everything we can to try and induce the bluffs and keep him bluffs in his range. He has a 7. It's understandable. That's unfortunate for him. You know what? I would like to say I feel bad, but it all happened so quickly and in such a blur. Booby trap. And anyone else who believes in manifestation, shit like that, it's just the fucking beginning. There's so much more. So much more. Bluff us! If you shout it. Whoa! I was about to snap call. Rats. Little trick you can have there. Oh, I hate you on that mouse. You're smashing that button on clicks. Hashtag where's our set? Weird. Oh, I gave us aces instead. That's fair enough, guys. It's fair enough. Rube. Sometimes Rube. Dave Rubin. I agree. Shout out to sets. I was literally just thinking, where's our set? Oh, it's going to come on the turn. Of course it is. What am I talking about? Oh, thinking we get aces instead. That's not how this works. We just get all the sets forever. Hashtag law of attraction, guys. Not a good river, but we're okay with it. Snap check on the river. Very handy. Maybe get hero call by the aces with the ace of diamonds. That's always a nice one. People, when they have the ace of diamonds here, they tend to just call. Like a little bit of GTO inside people. Gotta go big, because then you get more money when you get called. Smart. Insightful. And it's so random whether people think that it's like a bluff or a value bet. Like, people are just like 50-50 on that shit, that it's still worth just going big. Ugh! Alright, we need to manifest the sets and not getting cooled. That's the dream, guys. Work on that as we go. Amazing. I love that fuck GTO thing. It's just so true, you know? Like, there's never been a hashtag meme in poker that's just so true. I'll go for a little story time. After we deal with our trips. Say that next time? What do you think? GTO has got to go! The turn. Interesting. The river, very marvelous. He can have an ace. He can have kings. He can have queens. I actually think shoving might be a bit worse than going 3. Nice. Shove would have worked. He would have snap called it anyway. But ace queens, fair enough. We were getting full value from that. So, guys, story time. Imagine yourself sitting in the Bellagio, living the dream, living the poker dream, playing with your friend Kelly Winterhalter, playing some 2040, having the time of your life. And as Kelly is in a hand, probably punting. Yeah, sitting back, relaxing, and on the other side of the room, you hear
Shooter! He's got a gun! Guys, run! And what is the first thing that goes through your mind, guys? What is the first thing? First thing for me was, oh my god, we have to get under the table and see what's happening. So I get under the table, look up, no guns in sight, so I sprint out the door, jumping over the side, watch Kelly kind of just stop and freeze behind me, so I'm like, fuck, should I go back? What I do is I go to the door, I make sure that no one can see me, there are no guns around, and I wait for Kelly there, make sure she gets there. Everyone's running, everyone's screaming, everyone's stampeding, we have no idea what's going on. There's a gunman in the room, we do not know why. We finally make it outside, heart beating, heart racing, making a few jokes, gotta be honest. The Vegas regs and I cracking a few jokes at the same time. We don't know if there's a gunman going off. We don't know if people are being shot. We don't know if it's a terrorist attack. It's pretty near a lot of other terrorist attacks and some other mass shootings, so we do not know what's going on, guys. Make a little tweet being like, by the way, there's been a gunman, but I'm not dead. People like, I'm glad you're okay, but fuck! That moment, you feel very alive when you hear that there's a gunman. It feels very real. It goes through you. And for me, honestly, it was almost like a rush of excitement. I love that kind of shit, I really do. There's something special about thinking that you might die in the next hour, that it makes you just feel viscerally strong, viscerally alive in ways that you otherwise might not. And I really appreciate that happening. I really appreciate having that experience, because it just gives you a little snap reminder back into reality. And then we find out eventually, we all go back in, and turns out it was a group of gunmen, but they were actually robbing none other than a Rolex store. I was about to hold up a Rolex. Bought a Rolex back in my old school days when I used to spew a lot of money. And I'm going to sell it one day. Sell it. Give all the money to charity, because I regret it. It's always a constant reminder of capitalism and how I kind of got drawn in. Not because I like shiny objects, and not because I'm really super into looking swag, but because I went into a Rolex store, I went into a watch store, needed a watch, and I really liked the look of one, and because I was so spontaneously buying things at the time, I just went, on that one. And it was like, are you sure? It looked very frustrating for the watch salesman. He was like, actually, I can show you this piece of mastery. I can show you the way that this works and the contextual history of this marvelous, beautiful watch. And I was like, I actually like the blue one. Can I have the blue one? He was like, are you sure? You would not. I was like, I'll take the blue. And I regret making that decision. I'll put this in the fridge. And yo guys, if you don't like the stories, let me know. Let me know in the chat, and I will stop telling the stories. It's a democracy here, I'm not going to force it on anyone. Fucking marvellous. Reasonably cool. I didn't think his sizing was very aces-y or kings-y. I thought maybe something like 10s might shove instead of 3-bet like that. And I put him on ace-king, or ace-queen, or ace-jack. And I wanted to hit. Doesn't really matter to me. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Too late. My time has come. Send shivers down my spine. I'm sorry you've actually got other music going on. I forget. So this is gonna sound terrible. So sorry guys. I wonder if I can put it on now. You know, it's not that loud now. Give me a marvelous in the chat if you like that bluff. Can he have an 8? Unlikely, may I say. Is he willing to put his whole stack at risk for the 8? For the sake of maybe being up against ace-8, pocket 8, 7-8, 6-8 suited. I don't think it was. Mentor's the person in the chat. No, it's Menno, sorry. 7, although it may not look like a good card, guys, is a pretty damn good card. Block 7s, I don't think he's got too much 7x in his range. Pre-flop. If he does, maybe it's because it's 5-0. You know what, guys? We're going for the speech play value bet here. Hopefully he's seen the stream. That's probably a fold. He's probably folding this. Me pausing was me trying to think of a size on the river. Slash words are tricky. Damn it. Didn't want to see a spade, guys. So good. Someone's took me. I'm out of control. Hulk smash. Hulk smash. Don't have aces. Nice. Hulk smash. Alright, guys. I'm going in. Full steam ahead. Should we do this shit? It's the right one. 10-0. The pots are gonna look big, guys. Not gonna lie. We're gonna 2-table it because yeah, because we only have a 3 buy-in buffer. And if we go down back to 170, we'll just grind back up. It's all good. I'll take Sam after me. Seems that Desert Island. Please don't. Yeah, that's a weird thing to say, dude. Sam is one of my friends, so kind of awkward. Shout out to Sam Abernathy though. She's one of the best people to be around in the world. She's just a constant smile, very intelligent, very curious. And shout out to her boyfriend as well, Rory. Nice. I'd like to think I bring in a couple more girls to the game. Jokes aside, yeah, what is it? Guys, what do you think of that flop? Like it? Pretty good 10, if I may say so myself. His sizing is actually kind of like flushy, but also like a settee and aces with a diamond D as well. We like the run out here on the stream. If he shoves, that really sucks. Marvelous. I wasn't sure about the size, guys. I don't know where you thought we should go. You can let me know now if you would have shoved. Get value from a jack here. He did not have a jack. Oh! Going for a little speech play here. Never, never, never frown, golden brown. Damn it! People always have that they can see on stream. Probably makes people fold more, I guess, so I can keep bluffing. But we got a big pot there, guys. Apart from that, I'll try and have a lot of content out there for you. I'm going to try and do my best to show you that hashtag fuck GTO poker is the way to go. Say no to GTO. Say yes to making a mess in everyone else's stacks. I don't know what's going on, man. We're floating here. Guys, this may ruin a lot of our... Cool. It may ruin a lot of our profit, but I don't believe him. Anyone want to know why I didn't believe him? Hit 1 in the chat if you want me to scroll back in 200 seconds and tell you why I didn't believe him. Hit 2 if you want me to keep playing. I think I know what the answer's going to be, but I'm going to tease you with it anyway. If ever I've seen a say no to GTO hand, that is probably one. The GTO players wouldn't even consider calling the flop, wouldn't consider raising the turn. And of course, if they were going to raise, they wouldn't min raise. But of course, min raising is the best kind of raise for that specific situation. Why? Because he's polarized. We're 100% bluffs in that spot. He doesn't know that. He doesn't care. Even if he thought that that was the case, he wouldn't be able to do anything about it unless he wants to 3-bet shove the turn. Good luck exploiting that. Even if he watches the stream, he's not going to come up with that spot again against us. It's such a large player pool. It's such a specific spot. Good luck exploiting us, sir. You won't be able to guess how we're exploiting you. Hopefully, you won't be able to guess how we're exploiting you at least. And even if you do, we'll exploit back your re-exploit. And it's just a game of wits at that point. And anyone that tells you that you need to be unexploitable, well, fuck them. They do not know what they're talking about. If anyone tells you you need to be unexploitable, it's because they themselves weren't good enough at exploiting the exploitable people out there. Say fuck off to GTO. Fuck you, GTO. If anyone sees me in public, if anyone sees me on social media, hashtag say no to GTO, hashtag fuck GTO, fuck you GTO, anything you want to do. If you want to get creative with it, get creative with it. We love that kind of shit here on the stream. Alright, yo. Get some education down, guys. Alright, so 3x. We assume he's a reg for now because he's got 300 bigs, but he might not be a reg. We're going to assume he's opening about 30% from the cutoff. So most regs open around about that. And we're 3-betting because we have a hand that can make the nuts a lot. We're 230 big blinds deep. So you want to be 3-betting more suited hands, hands that can hit big hands. Queen Jack suited can hit flushes. It can hit straights, often the nut straight. Is it always the nut straight? Always the nut straight if it hits a straight. And we also have fold equity pre-flop. If he 4-bets, we can even call with that deep. So on 7-5-3 rainbow, we want to just see bet, fold out his ace highs, fold out his king queens, fold out his jack tens, fold out his queen jacks, fold out his king nine suiteds, fold out his, I don't know, fucking everything. And we're going to go a size here that's going to do all of that in one big flourish. We also go a size worth noting that may not look the strongest. So from his opinion, we have, let's say he assumes that we 3-bet. Just can't go, or your lesson crying voicemail away, destroying his dream of GTO lifestyle. Why did you leave poker? Answer a bit slow. English isn't my native language. I left poker because I retired to start a charity. And the charity, I believe, is going to change the world. And my life is going to be dedicated towards that charity. Feels 19, thank you for asking. Thank you, PK Lars, for subbing. Tier 1 sub. Don't know what Tier 1 means, but I'll take it. So, from investors' point of view, we can have over pairs and we can have over cards. So, if we have ace king, ace queen, maybe some just like ace nine suiteds, it's a pretty nice bluff spot for him to be able to go. So, I'm already a bit dubious. Because it's real hard to flop a set, guys. It's real hard. Unless you're us. Unless you're one of the people on the Epiphany Poker stream, then it's real fucking hard to flop a set. Unlikely. I know you guys have probably got a very skewed image of how likely it is to flop a set because I'm so fucking good at it. But it's actually real hard. So go for the old float Rooney. We've got the backdoor flush draw. That's about it. We've got some overcards maybe. The king. is a weird card. It looks like we can have ace king still. It looks like we might be able to just call ace king against the check raise. And I would expect his sets to keep betting and try and stack our ace kings, because that is what sets try and do. What does he do? He bets. Is that under half pot? Interesting. Guys, ask yourself, why would a set, which is what he's repping, bet less than half pot when he's trying to stack ace king or aces? Doesn't make too much sense to me. Is it that he's trying to fold us off ace queen and he's only thinking about what he's going to fold us off and he's not thinking about what he's repping? I think that might be the case. So, if we think about it even more, what kind of hands could he be doing? Well, it could be fucking anything. If he's deciding to just run a bluff on us and he's only thinking about our range, he's obviously not thinking about his range too much, otherwise he'd choose a more convincing sizing. He could just literally have just like ace deuce, ace 4, ace 4 is a double gut shot, so whatever. But he could have ace 9, he could have 10-9, he could have 8-9, he could have all of these shits, ace 6 suited. And what better way to find out if he has a set or not than min raising? And I could raise bigger, but what's the point? If he's either got a set or he's got a hand that's a bluff, we want to find out which one it is for the cheapest possible. Because if we raise to say like $10, which is what a GTO player might do, and they might shove if they were going to raise, which they wouldn't, then if we're going to raise to $10, then we're going to lose more against the sets, and we're still going to have the exact same outcome against the bluffs. So min raising is a very interesting strategy when your opponent has what's called a polarized range, very strong hands and very weak hands, and it's something that's not utilized in GTO because it's very exploitative. But yo, do you really think just because we're exploitative here with 100% bluffs that this person, if he's standing here with ace 9 of hearts, is just gonna be like, oh, he's made a raise to 780? Fuck, I think he is min raising only because I have a polarized range and I haven't repped my set well. So I think because he only has bluffs, then I am going to exploit him. So I am going to shove my ace 9 of hearts. Of course he's not, guys. Of course he's not. But that is what the GTO people are trying to tell you. That is what they say is happening. People are going to exploit you. They're getting you with fear. They're selling you propaganda that the people out there are going to terrorize you your whole life. Do not give in to the fear. Do not give in to the propaganda. Be as exploitative as you want, because these people on these streets, they're not out to kill you. They're out to play poker. They're not sitting at home writing paragraphs and paragraphs of notes about all your intricate strategies. And even if they were, I'm sure they can predict your intricate strategies, because poker's really fucking complicated, guys. It's real fucking complicated. How much do you think players pay attention to timing tells? I think that even if they don't pay attention to them here, they do pay attention to them here. And that's why I think timing tells and fake timing tells are an extremely important part of the game. And if you watch me, I'll be doing a lot of very quick betting and a lot of tank betting in very specific situations. I used to make a lot of notes about people's timing. I'm not going to do it too much at the moment because it's such a big player pool and I don't come across the same people as much. But timing tells are very huge. People pay attention to them consciously and everyone pays attention to them subconsciously. You can't escape the subconscious, guys, and this is why the GTOs people say they're unexploitable. Yo, they're human beings. Of course they're exploitable. Alright, peace, guys. I think that's it for me. I'm going to give it a go. You guys want to give a quick guess for whether that Bankroll's at? If anyone can... Oh, I hope it was a very quick guess. Didn't expect that to pop up, guys. Okay, we're at $220. We started $150. We made 10 buy-ins at 5 an hour. We made 2 buy-ins at 10 an hour.